What's the gas on the fire to make it explode? Cardano, ADA, has seen an absolute explosion since the coronavirus, going from a low of about 1 cent all the way up to $1.20 where it is now, making it one of the fastest growing coins during that period. But since it arrived at that area, for the past 50 to 60 days, it's been completely stagnant, leading a lot to believe it's about to crash lower, while others believe we're about to move to $30, $40, $70. But in this video, we're talking about a realistic prediction based on only the facts in the charts. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome in. Do you want to have less stress and more success? Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and hit that thumbs up button. Did you hit the subscribe button? Do that right now. For today's video, you gotta buckle up. If you're a fan of Cardano, or you're a holder, or you're thinking about investing in ADA, it's time to pay attention. Because there's a lot of facts in the charts. There's some very fascinating things happening in the stochastic RSI on the weekly. There is some different things happening in the RSI. We just peeked our head through this major level, and then we've been stagnant inside this price action for 50 to 60 days. All of that and more in today's video. But we're gonna look at the big picture. We're gonna unpack it pound for pound and talk about this market cycle for ADA and how we believe it's going to perform from this moment forward. But first, I need to get into something very serious. Are you an old student? Are you an old student of ours? If you are, we sent out a special email to a very select few for you to upgrade to include the hybrid indicator. If you're an old student and you didn't get this email and you want to have this access, send me an email right now. I'll let you know potentially if you are chosen. I'm going to tell you how you can sign up to include this custom hybrid indicator. It's something very special. Send me an email right now, info@cryptocurrentuniversity.com. The link is right there on the screen. Send me an email if you're new. Now, if you're not included in these courses yet, you're already behind. My students are just dominating the market, and I need you to be on the inside. We only have 1 day and 20 hours left as we speak. 50% off. This is to celebrate the bull run. Go get these courses. You're not going to see 50% off for a very, very long time. You don't want to be left behind. This is your golden opportunity. Go to cryptocurrentuniversity.com. The link is down below, and you're going to sign up right here to the gold, and you're going to unlock all of this right at your fingertips. This will be a game changer. With the indicator, you can get alerts right to your phone and right to your email. Now let's get back into the price action here. I want to start with the price action, then we're going to jump into the stochastic, then we're going to jump into the RSI, and then I have another chart to show you. So here's what's been going on, right? With Cardano, with ADA, we've been in this channel, this price channel, for 50 to 60 days. It's been boring, and it's caused a lot of people to believe we're about to crash down, and then others believe that we're going fictitiously higher. So what is realistic? First, I will reference, when have we been in a price channel before? Well, we were inside this price channel for, let's see how many days we were inside this price channel before we finally broke out. 133 days. So we already have a lot of facts to look at right here. In this channel, we look left, you look at the facts, and you get some inside information. But here's the coronavirus, right? Down to about a penny and went all the way up to about $1.50. Now, we've been in this price channel, okay? But the key here is we hit about $1.50, not once, not twice, but 3 times. All 3 times, one of them was in February, one of them was in March, and one of them was in April. So once a month, we ran up to this $1.50, but look at these wicks. The wicks tell the story, the bodies tell the facts. And the story is, hey, we had a lot of momentum to the upside, and there was heavy profit taking, right? A lot of very wise people were taking profits in each of these months that we went up to this $1.50. You could see how long the wick is. That's the power of the profits that were being taken off the table. It's not a little bit of profits, it was a lot of profits, okay? Because people that were taking profits were looking at the bigger picture like, hey, we're going to be in this consolidation period for a long time. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain exactly when we're going to get out of this price channel and which direction I believe we're going to go, right? But just keep in mind, although ADA has been quote unquote boring for the past 50 or 60 days, it's gone up from about 1 penny back when this whole pandemic started all the way up to $1.50. That's absurd. It was one of the fastest growing coins in that period. And by the way, for the record, this is not a paid promotion. This is not a paid ad. I don't take paid ads in any way, shape, or form. And I've been a legitimate fan of ADA for many years, and my students know that. So here's what I see playing out, right? We're in this price channel. We're in this price channel. But when we start to connect the dots, here's the key, right? We were in this pandemic, right? We dropped down to about a penny, and we had a stochastic RSI cross specifically on March 30th, 2020, when we were at about 3 cents. We had a stochastic RSI cross, and we went from 3 cents up to a high of 15 cents. Just with the stochastic RSI cross on the weekly. Now, we stayed in this price channel for, again, we measured it, 133 days. We were inside of that price channel from the stochastic RSI cross. And what I like to see is during that period, we were inside the price channel all during our momentum leaving, right? We had a stochastic RSI cross down, which usually means that you're gonna have a downfall in price, but we actually stayed in this price channel, showing a ton of respect and power for the next move. And then we had another stochastic RSI cross on November 9th, 2020. And we went from about 10 cents up to $1.50 with that stochastic RSI cross. That's the point that we finally left this channel. We left this price channel and we finally moved higher. So what's the gas on the fire to make it explode? It's the stochastic RSI cross. And how do you know which direction we're gonna go? Look at the strength inside of here as we lost our momentum, as the RSI is dropping, as everything is dropping, we stayed in this price channel. Why do I tell you that? Well, look at what we've been doing. Look at what we've been doing. We've been in this price channel even while the RSI has been dropping. Even while the stochastic RSI is dropping on the weekly, meaning our momentum is gone, we're holding strength. And we're getting ready for a stochastic RSI cross. Are we going to cross tomorrow or potentially the next day? It's not likely. This thing needs to drag out a little bit more. We may have another week to 3 weeks, but I expect a very large move to happen when we have the stochastic RSI cross. Now, we'll talk more about the move in a second, but what I want to bring your attention to is the RSI, because we've got a couple key levels here. This is just peeking its head through. It's trying to make up its mind on the weekly at about 75. Why is that important? If you look left, March 8th, we had this hold as support. And again, back here all the way in August 2020, this was a key level of resistance and support for a moment, and a key level of resistance all the way back to June 2020. This is a major level. We're currently holding it as support. At the beginning of this video, we had peeked our head through, but we're making up our mind. It's a key level to watch, 75, right? The next key level to watch is this 64 level, which dates back all the way to February 2020, well over a year ago, okay? And even back all the way to April 2019. What you want to see is this right in front of you. This is very powerful. This RSI on the weekly for Cardano, for its entire history, it's incredibly strong. You've got to love to see that. We're continuing to make higher highs. We're continuing to set in higher lows, and I love to see that. So what I expect is something pretty powerful to happen with Cardano. Now, do I think it could reach like a $30 to $40 projection? I think it's highly unlikely. I think it's highly unlikely in this market cycle. In the next market cycle, a few years from now, yes, but right now we don't have the juice, and I believe, to reach to that price level. But here's something else I see in the charts that's very noteworthy material. We had our previous all-time high, obviously back here in January 4th, 2018. A little over, this one says $1.23. I think it did go a little bit higher than that. But at any rate, look at this formation that we have now. This is a formation I've seen a lot with a lot of different altcoins, and they all ended the same way, where you have kind of this structure built around its previous all-time high, where the structure is holding support where this was previous resistance, and at the same time forming a high right here on February 27th, another higher high here on March 18th, and followed by another higher high on April 15th. These are all powerful signals. All the other coins that had this formation that I just described went pretty heavily to the upside, right? And that coincides with what we believe is going to happen with the stochastic RSI cross leading the charge. Once the stochastic RSI crosses officially above the 20, remember, the creator of the stochastic RSI says, quote, the move becomes official when it moves above the 20. So you want to see it cross up and officially move above the 20. That's when you're going to see us leave this price channel. And we're going to leave it in a large way, I believe, similar to what we did here. And during this price channel, we had a stochastic RSI cross and power move to the upside. That's what I believe is going to happen here with ADA. But watch the big round numbers. Watch $5 with ADA. See how it reacts to $5. These big round numbers are psychological barriers for traders. And when there's large money in the trading market, there's going to be a lot of orders put in at $5. So watch that very closely. And that how we play with $5 will tell us if we can even reach $10 in this cycle. I want to do another video, a deeper dive into exactly the price target we have. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see that. Another video that you're really going to love is one we made actually a whole bunch of years ago, back before we had any idea how to make videos. But this is one of the most popular ones amongst our community, is when to sell cryptocurrency. If you're thinking about selling or when to sell or how do you know when to sell, watch this video I made years ago, back when I had no idea what I was doing, and at the very least it'll be a laugh. I'll put the link up here and you can click on it now. And again, if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, join the movement, less stress, more success. And I'll get to a couple announcements for our community. One thing we talked about yesterday with Steve's Secrets to Success, and again, I didn't call it Steve's Secrets, but that's essentially what it is I like to provide some insight at the end of the video that'll help you in your life in some way, shape, or form get to that next level. Yesterday we shared the most powerful thing in the world to build wealth is simply live far below your means. It's something that nobody really talks about, and it's the number one thing you can do to build wealth. If you're broke, right now, you're struggling paycheck to paycheck, you need to live substantially below your means. You should not be living paycheck to paycheck. You should cut out a whole bunch of crap. And again, if you're living paycheck to paycheck now, if suddenly somebody gives you a whole substantial sum of money, you're still going to be living paycheck to paycheck. If you didn't learn how to live substantially below your means, you will never become wealthy. Even if someone gave you 5 million, 10 million, 100 million, you will still be broke. And I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I just want this to be a wake-up call. Maybe this is the aha moment, the light bulb moment, something that you'll remember because nobody's told you this before. They don't teach you in school. They didn't teach you in college. And by the way, they didn't teach you when you got out of college. They just said, good luck. You're supposed to buy a car, a house. You're supposed to be able to afford your bills. And nobody taught you how to do that. So it's not your fault. But hopefully this is your wake-up call. I'll give you the second thing. The most powerful thing are these two to really change your life into a life of wealth and achieving what you really wanted. So the first, live substantially below your means. The second is believe in yourself so freaking much. That's it. You've got the rest of the world that will doubt you. They will say, you can't do this, you can't be that, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. Who cares what they say? Even if they're your friends, your family, the only thing that really matters is how much you believe in yourself. And that will dictate how much success you have. If you look at your career path, it's strictly correlated to how much you believe in yourself. That's it. However you perceive yourself to be is what you actually achieve in life. And this is prime example. I grew up poor, broke. We were living paycheck to paycheck. I told myself when I'm a little kid, I do not want to live like this when I get older. I will not have any struggles with money in my life. I started saving money when I was 7. I never looked back. I never was at a situation where if I wanted to go on vacation, I could go because I lived substantially below my means. So I'm just a kid from a small town. When I talk about a small town, I had one traffic light. There was a couple thousand people in my small little town. And I was from the streets that a lot of kids weren't allowed to come to my streets because people called it like the mini projects. I wasn't from a nice area, but look at what happened now. The only thing I did differently than all the other kids and even the rich kids in school, I lived substantially below my means and I believed in myself way more than they did. That's it. And those are the two steps I want you to really think about. Think about before you go to bed. Think about tomorrow and make a change in your life. Hopefully this connected with you. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, if you're an old student and you don't have the hybrid yet, I have a special way for you to upgrade. It's a game changer. It's super nice. And if you didn't get the email and you think you're deserving, you really think you deserve it, write me an email, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com, and I'll see if I'm in a good mood to let you upgrade. But there's only a day left to sign up, so make sure you guys do that now. This is really going to be an impact in your life. Seriously, when I talk to you guys, I don't BS. I'm right to the point. These courses are a game changer. It took me years to make these courses. Years. They're incredible. I took all of my knowledge from all of my years and condensed it down into the purest form. If there's one thing that will help you in crypto, it's this. Nothing will help you even close to as much. So from the bottom of my heart, these are no joke. Go sign up. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs.
I realized that I definitely didn't know enough.
And I lost some money.
I was trading primarily with emotions and I was losing bad.
And I've made money back.
I made back what I spent on the course times 3.
And I was making more money than they were.